Let's look at how to create a database based on template. Now, this time around, we are going to look at a local template that uses contacts. Remember, when we are talking about assets, you could be, for instance, dealing in cars. That is maybe a supermarket that contain a lot of other assets, or a motor dealing company, or any other thing. But right here, we're going to look at contacts. Contacts here could be dealing in a car, uh, in selling cars. You are having a car bonded house. But now let's look at the contacts of maybe clients, or sales representatives, or contacts of the salesmen. So here we are going to look at in brief a template that basically is in under, it could be under business or education, but remember, contacts cut across platforms. So onto these templates, as we all know that templates are inbuilt. These are inbuilt features like students template, faculty projects, market projects, sales pipeline, tasks, like trying to locate what you should be doing at what time. So contacts is another type of a local template or inbuilt template, because if we come here into business, we shall look at only those templates that deals with business. Personality, you can check them online. Education, you can look at faculty and students. But when it comes to local templates, that's where you find contacts and others. So when you have reached here, you can double click to create a contacts database. It will show that you are under business. Create a contacts database to manage information about people that your team works with, such as customers and partners. For instance, suppliers, you could be having a database of all suppliers in your supermarket, for instance, that this database is linked to the main big database of items supplied. For instance, if you have been left with 100 pieces of wheat, someone can come and buy all those 100. So you can connect your database to the contacts database to remind a supplier that the items supplied to the supermarket have reduced to this quantity. So if that quantity is tracked well, the supplier will be sent a message to remind him or her that you have to supply another wheat, or you have to supply uh, this type of bread to the supermarket that has reduced to close to 100 pieces. So if you have a database of customers separate, or suppliers separate, or you have a database that contains even customers, it will bring a great work. So let's proceed. If you have reached here, you have to create a contacts database, but you have to be with a database that you're going to, is a folder that you're going to store your database. This time around, let's go to the PC. Let's use one of these folders. Uh, let's create, let's store on local disk C using uh, using folder Himino. Let's save there. So if we are to save there, this is what we have to do. We have to pick our, we have to come here and locate. Remember, if you could read very well, if I point here, the cursor will allow me to locate. Now we are going to go to local disk C and save our database in folder Himino. So we are giving it contacts. customers, contacts of customers. We can say save. If we say save, this will change to active contacts of customers dot access base or database. So we have finished to locate. It is in C folder Himino. So here you can create. If you create contacts, it is a template. It will bring the way it was designed. If we want things of our own, that means we are going to use a blank database. But if you use a template, it means you're going to pass through, or you have to bear with what was developed. So the way it will look depends on the designer. Right now what you can see, this is a template of contact list. You can still edit. We shall look at how other ways of editing all these, or you can edit, but this is a template that was designed with ID, first name, last name, email address, business phone, then company, then job title of that particular person you're dealing with. It could be a customer, or be if a salesperson, for instance. So this is a template of how you can basically try to use this contact template. This is the way it looks. So basically that's how it looks. We shall look at other ways of trying to improve and look at how we can change the way it looks or editing it. Briefly, that is it. Thank you.